When most people picture Grand Theft Auto 6, they're picturing this. The neon, the skyline, the supercars, Vice City at full volume. But if you follow the coastline south, past the port, something strange happens. The towers thin out, the land starts breaking apart into islands, and eventually the road itself just drops onto the ocean. A two-lane highway skipping from island to island with nothing but open water on both sides. That chain of islands is the Leonida Keys, and I think it's the most underrated region on the entire map. Now, on paper, the Keys sound like vacation filler, a pretty boat ride, somewhere you fly over on the way to a mission and go, huh, nice, and never come back. Except, this is Rockstar, and here's the thing that changes everything. They didn't put the postcard on the edge of the map and leave it empty. They put the story there. Jason lives in the Keys. His landlord runs product through a boatyard in the Keys. His best friend sits in a trailer out here listening to Coast Guard radio all day. The prettiest region in the game is quietly set up to be its criminal heart. So today we're doing a complete breakdown of the Leonida Keys, the smugglers, the Coast Guard, the water itself, which Rockstar openly calls dangerous, and the little island details most people scrolled right past. As always, confirmed stays confirmed, and when I'm speculating, I'll tell you straight up. Let's get into it. To understand this region, start with Rockstar's own words. On the official site, the Keys page opens with one line. The dress code is casual, the bars are loaded. That's the pitch. And then the full description. Life in this tropical archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on and pull up a deck chair. But look out, you are right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in all of America. Read that again. Beautiful and dangerous in one sentence. That's not travel brochure writing. That's Rockstar telling you exactly what this region is designed to do. Relax you first and then bite you. And just look at this screenshot for a second. This is the Rusty Anchor, a dockside bar Rockstar chose to show us in the official Keys gallery. You've got the hand-painted sign, a banner advertising a crab festival, an American flag on the porch, and a guy, sunburned to the color of a boiled lobster, passed out face down on a picnic table in the middle of the day. The bottles are still on the table next to him. Nobody's bothering him. Nobody's calling anyone. That's not a loading screen. That is the entire regional philosophy in one image. The dress code is casual. The bars are loaded. Here's another official shot, and honestly, it might be my favorite one in the whole gallery. Just look at everything happening here. You've got a granny cruising down the middle of the road on a mobility scooter, a tour bus unloading on the right, a guy on a bicycle with his dog, and right there in the foreground, an iguana just taking its time across the hot asphalt. Anyone who's actually been to the Florida Keys knows the iguanas own the place, and Rockstar put that detail in. Cal's official bio calls this life the low tide of America, slow, sun-baked, a little strange. And that slowness is doing real design work because it's hiding what this region is actually about. Because here's the confirmed part people skip. Jason, one of the two protagonists, doesn't live in Vice City. His official bio says that after the army, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. That's not backstory flavor. That's the game telling you the Keys have a functioning criminal economy before the first mission even starts. And it gets more specific. Rockstar says Brian, Jason's landlord, is letting him live rent-free at one of his properties, as long as he helps with local shakedowns. Look at this shot. Brian, his wife Lori, and Jason out by the truck. That's not a family barbecue. That's the arrangement, on camera. And Brian Heder deserves his own section because his bio might be the most loaded paragraph on the entire website. Quote, a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori. A boatyard in an archipelago where every dock touches open ocean. And then there's Brian's own quote, which I love. I hauled so much grass in that plane, I could make the state of Leonida levitate. Now go back to the very first official Keys screenshot, the big aerial of the highway. Look at what's flying over the bridge, a seaplane. I'm not saying that's Brian's plane, but I'm also not saying it. Now for the other side of that war. Cal Hampton, Jason's friend, has one job in his official bio. He sits at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers. Think about what that means for a second. Rockstar built a whole character whose entire personality is listening to the Coast Guard. You don't write that unless the Coast Guard matters, unless boats get stopped, cargo gets searched, and runs get busted. This is the exact pattern from The Swamp, where a wildlife agency turned out to be a full enforcement faction. Smugglers on one side, the Coast Guard on the other, and Rockstar loves dropping the player right into the middle of a war that started long before you showed up. The gangs in Red Dead, the agencies in GTA 5. Now, to be clear, nobody's confirmed Coast Guard chases. That's me speculating. But every piece is sitting on the board. Okay, the water itself, because this is where the keys stop being a setting and start being a playground. Look at this shot from the Ultimate Edition reveal. The water is gin clear. There's a scuba tank sitting on the deck, a cooler, a rod holder with a seagull already claiming it, and two dolphins just cruising past the stern like they own the place. Then there's this one. Divers, down on the reef, sea turtles everywhere. Rockstar didn't render an underwater world this detailed for a cutscene, and we've already seen Jason and Lucia on a sea shark in trailer 2, and this official shot of what I can only describe as an entire boat party. Rafted up, floaties in the water, half of Leonida invited. Fishing, diving, jet skis, boat life, all of it shown by Rockstar themselves. But remember the official line, the most beautiful and dangerous waters in America. The community species roundups, pieced together from official footage, already list sharks swimming somewhere out there. And look closely at that reef shot. That dark shape in the coral is an eel mid-strike. But honestly, if the swamp taught us anything, it's that in this game, the deadliest thing in the water is never the wildlife. It's whoever's moving product across it at 3 in the morning with their lights off. Which brings me to the single most key sentence Rockstar has ever written. The Ultimate Edition includes a boat, a gradient pink and blue Squalo docked at Washington Beach, and the official description says it's perfect for casting in Gambit Bay and reeling in catches of all sorts. And then, in the same breath, made open ocean ready with an explosives-laden weapons crate. A fishing boat with a weapons crate. That is the Leonida Keys in one sentence. Everything out here has a sunny side and a loaded side. Also quietly, that description just confirmed a brand new location, Gambit Bay. Add it to the map. Let's take a quick step back because it's easy to lose perspective here. Everything I've just shown you, the smuggling economy, the Coast Guard tension, the reefs, the boat culture, an entire bar scene, all of that lives in one region, and Rockstar has confirmed 6 of them: Vice City, the Keys, the Grass Rivers, Mount Caliga, Port Gellhorn, Ambrosia, 6 distinct worlds on one map. And this one, the one that looks like a screensaver, is where the actual campaign begins, with Jason waking up in a trailer he pays for in shakedowns. And look at this shot right here, because I think it captures the whole philosophy. The highway barely threading the islands together, one road in, one road out, open water on both sides as far as you can see. And notice the Vice City skyline, way out there on the horizon, so faint it barely registers. The whole city reduced to a smudge above the water. In the game everyone associates with towers and neon, Rockstar built a region where the city is just scenery. Out here the map stops being a city game. It becomes water, distance, and whatever you're brave enough to cross it in. So look, Vice City is going to get 90% of the attention when this game drops, and honestly, it's earned it. But Rockstar's own story description says Jason and Lucia end up on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America. And the sunniest place in America is right here, paradise with rot underneath. That's the Leonida Keys. In my next breakdown, we're heading up the coast to Port Gellhorn, the region Rockstar literally calls Leonida's Forgotten Coast, where the motels are cheap and the dirt bikes are stolen. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.